You making the beat, you are less than halfway to the finish line.
Right.
The beat, people think as a producer, if I make a dope beat, I've accomplished something. How important is a songwriter is that's the real question. Mm-hmm. Very important.
Very.
When it comes to labels, once again, if you're on my mailing list, you saw the email I put out the other day. It says the only thing better than a dope beat is a dope beat that already has a dope hook on it.
Facts.
Labels want songs. Consumers that listen to music don't listen to beats. They listen to songs.
Facts.
So the songwriter is just as important as the producer.
I mean, I say songwriter is almost more important than a beat maker. Producer is a little different, but that's technicalities and all that.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
But you can have literally a chord and a dope songwriter and it'd be a fire song.
That is
You
true.
can have a fire beat, but it ain't gonna be on the radio.
No. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can get you a nice almost acapella on the radio. You can John Legend it.
Oh, yeah. Smoking Ace says, how do you feel about sending the same batch of beats to multiple writers, artists, especially if two people do a song to the same track?
Hey, man, who paying this thing?
Man, dog, until they cut that check, you know who beat that is? That's that gym. I've been working out.
My beat, pump. My beat.
So, yeah, until they cut that... Watching the replay is crazy, too.
Yeah,
it's so weird because it's a slight delay. But, yeah, bro, until they cut the check, bro... The only thing I wouldn't do is if they're in the same circle, I would try to avoid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sending the exact same batches to the same people. You know what I'm saying?
Some people will hit you with the hold it for me.
Hey, yeah, I'm cool.
Bruh.
Dog, if you want me to hold it, it's called a deposit. Deposit. Hold on, let me read the comment. He said, I like the podcast, but you don't give any solutions. And basically saying, we talk about how we don't sell beats online, but we're not giving a solution for anybody that lives like in a random town about what they should do. Bro, your brand. We add value to someone, grow your brand, and put out your music.
Tell them, cuz.
That's all it is, bro. Literally, that's what we're doing. If you're in LA, if you're in Montana, bro, that's the steps. It's nothing outside of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is what we preach every week. And the fact that he's like, oh, we don't do it. I'm like, bro, like, it's just not it's not like you upload, because a lot of people gonna say, upload it to whatever website, and you're gonna sell beats. No, it don't work like that, bro. Because what makes you different from anybody else? What makes your beats different from, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times, people who are selling beats, bro, have no idea about sales. Which blows my mind, bro.
Marketing.
Bro, if you can't sell a pencil, you can't sell vector knives, you can't sell anything in a store, what makes you think you're gonna sell a beat, which is gonna be actually harder to sell than a physical product?
That's a fact.
Selling a beat is a digital product, and then music is really based on culture and like vibes. You know what I'm saying? You listen to Drake because of a certain vibe that you get. You listen to and you respect him because
you get a feeling.
It's a feeling, and it's a brand to it. It's a certain culture to it, right? So what makes you think that you're different with selling beats? You know what I'm saying? You have to make that culture. That's not an easy thing.
You know what's crazy? And so what I hear you saying is, this person says that we don't answer those questions when people are like, how do I sell beats online? Right. That is not true. And my whole perspective on it, by the way, great rant, by the way.
Thank you.
My whole perspective on it is, I think what people are looking for are steps. Right. Like you said, go to this website, upload like this, make this the description. It's all about, you have to know how to sell. Mm-hmm. Not just knowing how to sell beats. You got to know how to sell anything. You have to know marketing. So, also, day before yesterday, I posted on Instagram about the Music Modernization Act. So a lot of people want to know what that is. In short, it's, like it says, modernizing copyright laws for music. Goodness. It kind of brings them up to date because a lot of the copyright laws go back to 1904, and what it's doing is it's trying to even out like the mechanical royalties for streaming, because when they made these laws, things like streaming and all this technology did not exist. So it's a way for artists to be paid fairly and be compensated fairly in this new age of streaming. Because right now, with the new technology and the old laws, it's really hindering artists.
Boy.
And you hear about people getting 70 million streams and only making $1,000 and crazy stories like that. That's because you have these antiquated laws with this new technology.
Facts.
So I gave 2 answers on there. I gave a really short answer, which is similar to what I gave here. And then there's a super long answer that is really in depth. You can go ahead and read it. But the dope thing about it is streaming is kind of the thing and it's kind of benefiting everybody right now. But everyone's upset because you put in all this hard work and your blood, sweat, and tears, and you get pennies back. Mm-hmm. And this is a way for you to really get equal pay for your art. Bro, this is really what it is.
Hold on, I saw a good question. Oh, okay. You keep talking about demos. I would love to know why you do demos with random rappers and send them out to big rappers? Question mark.
I wouldn't say it's with random rappers.
Yeah.
We do demos with songwriters.
Because we're in the placement business. Well, kind of. I'd say a little less now than before, but
yeah,
we still, still getting placement boys, never going nowhere. So with placements, bro, it's not about making the beat, bro. People don't really buy beats, bro, when you're shopping to artists. If you're trying to do a record for Tinashe, right? Tinashe they want a song, bro.
Yeah, they don't want
the
beat.
They don't care about the beat, bro. What's the song gonna do? What's the song sound like? So as a producer, you have to make the beat. You have to get somebody to write to it. You have to help
get somebody to reference it.
Yeah, reference it, help structure it, and then you sell that whole thing. So that's why when you hear people getting these checks for records, that's what they're getting a check for, is because it's a whole record, not just a beat.
Yeah, it's very rarely, I say less than 9 times out of 10, does the final artist who puts out the song get a beat and write a song to it. Yeah. No, there's a producer, there's a writer, there's somebody there may be a couple writers, there's somebody that referenced it, and then there's somebody that pitched it, and then it gets to the label and the artist as pretty much a complete song that honestly that could go on its own, but people just don't know the person that's singing on it already. Because 9 times out of 10, the person that's referencing it sounds great. You making the beat, you are less than halfway to the finish line.
Right.
The beat, people think as a producer, if I make a dope beat, I've accomplished something. No, you make a dope beat, you are the first half of the assembly line. You have to have the other half of the assembly line to pass it on to.
You made the Whopper patty. You still got to put the bun, the lettuce, tomato, pickle on a sesame seed bun.
There you go. And then you give it to Burger King and they sell it.
Facts.
And you all get paid.
There you go.
But now, see, here's the real strategy. And what we really do is we'll make the beat. We'll have the person that write it. And then we'll also have connections with the people that get it to the final artist. Exactly. So, you get the beat and then you're like, yo, write something to this beat. Songwriter guy that I know, Sick Pen, whoever.
Right, verse.
Shout out to Sick Pen.
Rock City.
Yeah, and then you're like, boom, you get that, and then you hit up whoever, like, yo, boom, got this dope song, I'm gonna send it to you. Right. I know you're working on XYZ's album, label guy, and they're like, oh, this is dope.
And let's cut it.
That's how it happens.
And then let's give them the real. So first, if a record gets cut that you do, right? Well, first let me say, if you do a demo, I get hella demos. Same beat goes to multiple songwriters.
Oh, yeah.
Again, until somebody cuts the check, bro, I'm still working that joint.
Oh, yeah.
And then 2, if someone cuts your record, right? So say, for example, name an artist.
Tinashe. Let's go back to Tinashe.
If Tinashe, cute self, motherfucking cuts a record, that don't mean you got a Tinashe placement.
No.
Because... Dog, if we could count the records we got cut, bro.
Dog.
Oh, bro, my resume would be fire,
bro. We got
got
unreleased records from a lot of your favorite artists.
Fire. So that's what it's like. Part of music is you really have to be like.
Shout out to whoever just bought that kit.
You gotta be secretive, bro. Dog, I didn't even talk about it. I had a placement this year that they kept telling me about, right? Ooh. I knew about it for almost a year, bro.
That's my heart.
And then like 2 days before, they're like, we're going a different direction. And then it came out.
You might be right.
Like, what happened? I thought you was working with such and such. So it's like a balance between like keeping stuff to yourself and waiting. Damn, did we get kicked off IG? Oh no, we back.
Oh, we back. All right, cool.
But yeah, it's difficult, man. But again, songwriting is very. Oh, this is the question I was gonna ask. Someone says, so where do you go about finding songwriters? Which is, it's difficult, bro. Even for us now, it's like we live in Atlanta with all the songwriters for the most part.
Yeah.
But good songwriters are very kind of hard to come by.